Alright everyone, good morning, good afternoon. I don't know if this is really worth picking up, but we're going to see what these mugs are about. If there are some local police department or fire department, I will probably pass. Holy cow. Show the backside of that one, that might be more appropriate. What do we got here? Chiefs of Police Association, how did I know? I feel like if I take this box, I gotta take this stuff. So we're gonna do that. Oh man. Now let's hope this doesn't fall, because we would be in a lot of trouble if that happens. I knew it'd be police association or local fire departments. I kind of wanted the tray that was underneath it, the silver plate tray. And then I realized I just grabbed it by the tray, or should I say by the handle, and I was holding it. I was like, if these handles snap off, we are going to be in a ton of trouble. Anyway. Pretty sure this road's like a 20 or a 25. That guy was flying. Anyway, everyone, I grabbed a bunch of stuff there. It is trash picking day. We'll see if we find any treasure out here. We started off the day with a box of vintage glassware. I saw some salt and pepper shakers in there, I think. And let's see whatever kind of treasure we can find today. Trash picking with taco stacks. Let's do it. All right, and now we are in the morning. So it's the following morning, like almost every morning now. It's a little bit colder. Pretty sure I just heard the door snap on this thing. This top of it, that's all ice. Yeah, my windshield, you might be able to see the remnants. It's actually still melting. Had on defrost for quite some time, but yeah, there's ice on the windshield. 31 degrees. Wow, that's cold. Well, cold and relative to what it's kind of been. This guy messaged me last night and said he had rotors again for the second week, so I don't know, must be doing a lot of work. Every time I think, or every time I see these rotors, I think of the time I saved all my rotors for 6 months. And how I thought I was going to make so much money by saving all my cast iron. That was back when steel prices really fluctuated a lot. I mean, they were going up and down every week, every 2 weeks. I'm trying to remember on top of my head the last time steel prices around here have kind of changed. It might be about 10 months ago. I'd say, yeah, probably about 10 months ago. So it's staying pretty flat around $6 for every 100 pounds or $6.50 for every 100 pounds, in that ballpark area, depending on what scrapyard you go to around here. Some wood. Alright, got some oddball stuff. Oh, broken furniture. That's not gonna work. Broken table, like a drum top table, and then some sort of shelf. I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, the drum top table is probably nice. No, it's not nice. I guess we'll also make a run to the scrapyard in this installment of a video. I do obviously more cleaning up. This video is being filmed before Thanksgiving, but I'm sure it's gonna be posted after Thanksgiving. Oh. I have a lot of stuff from that storage unit that we just got accomplished. What I've noticed so far with that storage unit is anything that's a soft good kind of has a smell to it, or if it's a rubber or like a plastic that's not sealed. There were mold issues with that unit. The back wall had a lot of mold on it. Stuff was there for a while. So, kind of thrown away or scrapping anything with that sort of issue. So there's like a lot of Christmas lights, for example, tons of Christmas lights, but they're all in different boxes. Lots of recyclables. It's a great unit. If you guys didn't check out the videos, I did post a bunch of them. Tons of fun. Let's see what else today has in store. I thought with the holidays, a lot of people would be doing cleaning up, but I think also with the colder weather now, I don't think people are really doing a lot of outdoor work. There's nothing down there. Turn around and maybe find something in 20 minutes or so. It is supposed to warm up today. I would say that. It's supposed to get into the 50s, but after that, it's supposed to be very, very chilly. Still working on that tree, by the way, if you guys are really, really curious. It's been an ongoing project. Alright. As you see, you got a whole pile of stuff over there. It's got to be sorted. I made it back into the warehouse. Things are getting full already. But I had to come over here and grab my... See, it's actually all wire. I don't even know if you call this Christmas wire, but it's wire. I had to grab my bin of, I guess they call it shred steel. Alright, on the next leg of the journey, I went home. I got a whole bunch of random stuff. I got packages gotta go out. Even when I take you guys to the pawn shop, I know the pawn shop, is that crazy? I'll tell you a little about that shortly. Yeah, we're off to the races, to the scrapyard, the post office, and whatever else we can get into. Someone's cutting trees over here. I wonder if it's the same tree company. It does not look like it. This looks like maybe part of the electric company. Alright, circle around. Yep, that's part of the electric company. Tree Smith. Utility arborists. So they work for the utility companies. But I guess I'm a little late to this road. It's now, well, it's just shy of 10 o'clock. This road's already got picked up. Garbage cans are empty. Alright, well, I'm at the scrapyard. I guess I'll go ahead and see what this thing is. I think it's dirty brass or dirty copper. Huh. We'll also see what I get for some of this Christmas lights. And then I also have a piece of sheet aluminum. Oh, I'm already breaking Christmas lights. This is only one bundle from a lot from that storage unit. It's not going to be much money, but at least it's going to be something. At least I can get rid of stuff, I should say. Okay, someone else just dropped off all of this. Just saw him pull them away. It's kind of amusing. When I took out the Christmas lights, I gave it to the guy I put on the cart. He took them off of the cart, and I swear he dropped like 4 of them, and they just bust everywhere. Like they burst into a million pieces all over the scale. There you go. You got some electric motors in there. This I thought was interesting. Look, somebody dropped off all these motors. That's a cool looking front on that Simplicity. Look at that thing. Solid metal. There's another Simplicity. It's a John Deere in the back. Seat is not very good, but huh. Oh wow, that's really dumb. This little thing right here, I bought that same one for one of my old Simplicities. It looked kind of like that one. I can't remember what it cost me, 16 bucks. They probably didn't even get $16 for that one mower. Yeah, I've always said, if you want to make some money, you rip apart those mowers. I'm sure there's still parts on that are still good. If you really want to take them all apart, I would say each one probably has over $200 in parts, especially the older ones. But it's not my job, and also not the job of the scrapyard to do that, so can't really do much after that. I realize over there they have a standing mower also, and there's a mower deck. There's a lot of things over there I can definitely see someone else using. Isn't that crazy? And then whoever dropped off this water heater, there's got to be about $5 in brass and copper still on the top. An electric wire. You know, some people just don't micro scrap. Personal preference. I would micro scrap every single thing when it comes to easy work, but other people don't. Different opinions. All right, big payout, $28. The tray was $4.20. So that was irony brass. It weighed 6 pounds. It did weigh a lot. And then the Christmas lights. I've always said Christmas lights are pretty much pointless to bring in, but you know, it's always good to do the right amount of recycling. I only got 70 cents for a huge bundle of that. And then all added together, $28 for everything kind of going on here. Yeah, 28 bucks. Not bad. I talked to the guy also in there. I was like, do people actually like cut the inside of the tray? Because it has that ridge of, I guess it's zinc. And then it has lead handles. Zinc or nickel, whatever that, like, it's called die cast. Some people call it die cast, some people call it pot metal, whatever it is. But anyway, it has a ridge of that. And he's like, no one ever does that. But I guess you could. I asked him, like, do you ever do that? He's like, no. He's like, oh. He's like, next time you get one, try it. I was like, all right. So I gotta get a cutoff wheel that will fit my my thing, my machine, my tool. For some reason, the cutoff wheels just, they don't spin freely on that, the cutoff wheel that I have. I don't know. I must need another kind of adapter or nut for it. So that'll be for the next project. But yeah, a little over $4 for that. That was a pretty good find. Wish I can find like a pile of those, like 20 of those. That'd be really nice. Yeah, if I found 20 of those, ooh, we'd be doing really good. But I guess we'll go to the post office, and then we're going to check out the pawn shop, as well as gotta stop by PetSmart. Salsa needs her food. Well, I guess the first stop here is PetSmart. I usually go to Petco. I had a gift card. Someone sent me a gift card back in April. I forgot who did. I apologize for that. But it's for PetSmart. And it's been sitting on my desk ever since, and I thought the closest PetSmart was like 40 minutes away. In fact, I just drive by it all the time. So this one was only about 10 minutes down the road. Let's get Salsa some dog food. All right, mission success. I was going to give you guys a nice tour of the PetSmart, which I've never been in. So it'd be kind of like being a tour guide with a town you've never even been a part of. However, they had music playing super, super loud, so that did not happen. This is actually cheaper than Petco for this, for whatever reason. It's like $4 cheaper. What was even weirder is like chicken. So Salsa has salmon, but the chicken flavored was like $10 more than the salmon. It's usually at Petco, it's vice versa. Very interesting. Didn't know dog food prices vary from place to place. All right, so yes, I made it to the pawn shop. Haven't gone inside yet. I've kind of built a connection with them over the past couple of years, and I found out what they kind of want, they're interested in buying. I know of pawn shops in general, a lot of them say that they'll buy anything of value, and from my experience of going to every pawn shop that I've ever been to, that's not the case. So this one kind of specializes in video games, a little bit in media. They do have other things like, you know, jewelry and tools and electronics, but they really do a lot in video games. I don't have video games for them today, but I know some pawn shops in the area buy, you know, let's say records or music instruments. Some do vintage electronics. Everyone's a little bit different, but the reason why I stopped here is because I have all these DVDs. These are all horror DVDs I brought to Leesport. I brought them twice, and I think I sold maybe 1 or 2. I thought somebody would come along and buy the whole collection. That wasn't the case. So after two go-arounds, I talked to them here, and they said yes, we were interested in buying horror DVDs. It's the only horror, or it's the only DVDs they do buy. and they said they only have like 12 or 15 in stock. So it's a very niche market. But from my experience of trying to sell them, I know a lot of people do kind of say, oh yeah, you gotta keep the horror stuff, you gotta keep the horror stuff, it sells very well. For some reason this year I sold what, 2 DVDs, horror DVDs, the entire summer. So I can make some room here. So I brought in my collection. Hopefully I'm going to get like $20 or $25. Not a whole lot of money, but you know, at $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece, it's well worth it to me, because I couldn't get 50 cents or $1 a piece at the flea market. So we'll stop in there and see if they're interested in buying them.
He said that I held up for...
No, you're good. Nice to see you, man. What's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Oh, please, no. Oh, these are all horror.
They're all
best. Well, no, it was on the shelf.
Okay.
And somebody's like, hey, you give me a price on this, but the price is missing from every tool.
Tucker, was there a loose number out there? Loose tool number? Loose...
I didn't see anything.
Wait, what's that? What we were selling it for, you're saying?
All right, so I just made it back. Got myself some gas. Kind of funny, by the pawn shop, there's actually a gas station that does ethanol-free gas, which is the reason why I kind of planned my whole route today. And I completely forgot to stop there. So I just stopped at the regular gas station, got regular gas, and hopefully my my chainsaw, my weed whackers, and everything else that's kind of a small engine will be just fine. For people who might not be kind of familiar with that, the ethanol kind of messes up with the carburetors and the hoses and all the components of a weed whacker or a chainsaw or whatever it might be, if you let it sit too long. So since I didn't get the ethanol free stuff, I just got to make sure to run my my machines at least once or twice throughout the winter to keep the gas kind of circulating. So yeah. Other than that, it's been fun. Thanks for tagging along for another episode. I did get $30 for my DVDs. The guy said absolutely no problem, $30 is fine. So I got $30. So that was definitely a plus. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. I should be going trash picking tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. It should be a full episode, and stay tuned for next adventure. Catch you guys next time for next episode. Till next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.